Hi kindergarten friends, I'm going to do another painting. This time I want to do a dandelion that is in its seed pod stage. So to do that I have picked a number of dandelion leaves to look at. I've also picked a stem, and this is a seed head that's just starting to open. You can see the seeds on the very top of it. It's closed. The one I want to do, I want to have it open. I know what they look like when they're open, so I'll use what I remember to do that, to do the painting. I also have Q-tips. I'm going to need these, and a paintbrush with a little pointed end. I've got water as well. Inside this bucket I've got paper towel, and I have paint. I've got, let me see how I can show you here. I've got some yellow, some white, some blue-green, and some dark green. All right, here we go. To start, I want to get my Q-tip, and I want to put the Q-tip inside my white paint. There we go. I want to get my Q-tip inside my white paint and get white paint all over the tip of my Q-tip. Then I'm going to take my paint on my Q-tip and I'm going to dab it so that I have a little white dot. And I'm going to keep dabbing little white dots over and over and over again into a big circle. These are the seeds on my dandelion. I did one dandelion that was full of petals, and I made the petals by using a fork. I pressed the fork down into yellow paint and made the petals. Now I'm pressing a Q-tip into white paint and making lots of circles that create my dandelion seed head. Okay, so there it is. Now I want to make a stem. So I'm going to take my paintbrush, get it a little bit wet, and put it in my green paint. And I'm actually going to also take a little bit of yellow paint and mix the green and the yellow so that I can get a nice yellow-green color. Great. Now I'm going to take my brush and bring it down toward me on a curve, and that is my stem. Now it's time for some leaves. So for the leaves, I'm going to look at a real dandelion leaf and notice the pointy edges. And I'm going to use this to make my leaves. So I'm going to use the same color green that I had on my brush and use my brush to draw my leaf. So I'll start from the bottom and I'll bring a line up and out. Great, that's the center of my leaf, and then I'll use my brush to make some pointed edges. It's kind of like doing V's over and over again, or double use over and over again to get those pointed edges. A V shape or a zigzag shape. Now the top of the dandelion leaf is more rounded and it goes to a little point. So I'll bring it around and up into a point and around. Then I'm going to need to make my V's again. And there I have my leaf. I need to paint it inside, and I'm going to get a little more yellow on my brush with the green to make a yellow green. And I'm even going to add a touch of white. That way I've got a nice pastel green. Okay, in I go. Bit of water too. If I use water, my paint spreads better. I'm using acrylic paint. Now I go down through my leaf and I just spread the paint by stroking towards myself. I take my brush and I stroke downwards. This artists who paint call the movement of their brush stroking. You'll notice I have blue paper. The reason I do is that my dandelion head is white. So if I use white paper, I wouldn't be able to see the white paint for the dandelion seed head. Okay, I'm almost done filling in all my green paint for my one leaf, and then I'll lift it up to show you a little closer. Almost there. I am taking a bit of yellow as I'm working, just to add a little bit of a warm green at the bottom tip. Okay, there it is. Let's turn the camera up. Now, I also would like to do a leaf on the other side. So, I'll make another line. Good. And I'll start again with my zigzag, or my little mountains or hills they look like, little zigzags. And up, point, and around. Painting is so peaceful. It is so relaxing to listen to gentle music and to paint. I hope when you're painting that you really enjoy it and take your time. All right, now I'm ready to fill in the color. If you have acrylic paint at home, you can mix blue with yellow and you'll get green. If you have more blue than yellow, you'll have a blue-green. If you have more yellow than blue, you'll get a yellow-green. A yellow-green is called lime. A blue-green is called turquoise. So if you have acrylic paints or a kind of paint that you can mix, you could make your own green for your dandelion leaves. In nature, there are many kinds of green. If you go outside and you look at the different bushes and you look at the different tree leaves and you look at the grass, you will find many colors of green. So on my dandelion leaves, I have chosen to have dark greens and light greens. Up at the top, I have a light green, and down near the bottom, I've chosen a dark green. And that actually shows a bit of shadow and a bit of sunlight. Well, that's good for now. I think something that I could do is I could even draw a little, paint a little butterfly in here, or a little ladybug, or some grass down at the bottom. I could add more things to my dandelion if I wanted to. But I think right now it looks so nice, and it looks like I should blow on those parachute seeds and watch them fly. Maybe I'll make the wind come and I will let one fly. Here goes, one or two. There they go. Off goes a few seeds, ready to start a new life cycle of a dandelion. Bye, friends. Enjoy painting.